What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel's Just Saying. Okay, today we're talking about The Real Housewives of Orange County, season number 10, episode number 5. The season is moving along, slowly moving along. I mean, it has not been a lot of, you know what I'm saying, excitement happening right now in this season, but there really isn't too much excitement that ever happens on Orange County. I mean, they have a few, you know what I'm saying, arguments or whatever, but it's not like it's like a whole lot of drama that ever really goes on in Orange County. But anyways, let's get into the episode. So we start episode 5 off with Megan and her husband, Jim. They are packing up their old house and they're moving into a rental house that they're going to be living in for like 5 months. I guess the whole backline, I'm not sure if, I think I talked about this kind of a little bit where I guess they were living in St. Louis, which is where she's from, and where he works now. So they met there, they were living in St. Louis, and then he decides that he wants, because I guess he has custody of his daughter, so he decides that he needs to go back to Orange County so that his daughter can be closer to her mother because her mother is sick. So, but he still works in St. Louis. So they're apart. Like Megan and Jim are apart. Like she said, about 50% of the time he's away. So it's basically just her and his teenage daughter, you know, home alone all the time or whatever. But like, so they moved into his house in Orange County. But I guess he had already had the house up for sale before he and Megan started dating or whatever and then got married. So now that but he never took it off the market, I guess, when they moved there. And so he sold the dang house. So now they have to move into a rental house until they finally settle into whatever. I'm like, really, y'all are just wasting money. I mean, I don't even understand what's going on right now. So anyway, so that's the whole long story about their moves. So yeah, so she's packing up and she's just talking about how much she just really hates packing. Now, don't forget that they've only been married, like at this point, less than a year, I think. I think maybe like 5 or 6 months or something like that. They haven't been married even a year at this point, maybe not even 6 months at this point. So that's a lot to go through in such a short amount of time. Anyways, and she's like, anyways, so yeah, so she's complaining about having to do all the packing and having to do all the moving because she's like, he's never around to help her with any of the moves normally because he's always in St. Louis working. And so he's there this time to help her pack and move, and you know, they're doing all that. But it just seemed like a lot of stress to me to only be married for such a short amount of time. It's just a lot going on with them two. And then with her, you know what I'm saying, being so young, like, I don't know. But anyways, well, she's not so young. She's not that much younger than me. What am I talking about? It just seems like just because the whole dynamic that he's so much older than her, I guess it makes me think that she's so much younger. And she's kind of a little immature, especially with the way she's handling the whole Shannon thing, which leads me into the next thing. The next scene that happens is, in the next scene you see Heather, well, actually it's the same scene. Not Heather, Shannon calls Megan and invites Megan to her Bonko party. She's like, you know, I heard you had a great, you know, party the other night, and, you know, I wanted to go ahead and invite you to my party. And so Megan, instead of, you know, just saying, realizing that, you know what I'm saying, that Shannon is extending an olive branch and trying to call a truce, she wants to be like, well, I don't know, like, I didn't think that I would ever even hear from you. Why are you calling me? And, you know, you're going to have to prove to me that, you know what I'm saying, things are going to be okay between us or whatever, and then I'm going to be safe around you. And Shannon is like, huh? So at first Shannon is like, okay, I'm going to go along with this. But then I guess she thinks about it and she's like, what is she even talking about? So she calls Megan back and she's like, look, I am inviting you to my party. That is clearly me saying that I want to move forward, trying to put everything behind us, you know what I mean? So I don't have to prove anything to you or whatever. So Heather's like, well, you told me you were going to. Like, really, girl, that is such a little kid response. I don't know. But anyways, so that was kind of like that. I don't know. Megan is just very immature, and I think she just wants attention. And I think maybe because her husband is not there, and then she's got this, you know what I'm saying, she's uprooted her life, and just a lot of different things is going on at once. and she's alone during most of this process. I think she just really needs attention or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's just how she is all the time, but she's very annoying. Anyways, the next thing you see Tamara and Vicky, not much happens in this scene. They're having like a spa day or whatever. I just think it's really cool to see that they're trying to rebuild their friendship. Hopefully it lasts throughout the season and throughout whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they don't get into like a big blowout about Brooks or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And they can continue on this little happy journey that they're on with their friendship. We'll see. That's all I wanted to say about that. Then next thing you see Heather, she takes the kids to get their haircuts or whatever. And she's like talking about how lonely it is since Terry's been working a lot. 'Cause he's working on the TV show Botched. And then he also has, you know, his own practice. And she's just saying like he has never even worked this much before in his like entire career. Or at least as long as they've been, you know what I'm saying, married, he's never worked as much. And so she's, you know, feeling a little neglected, I guess. And the children are a little upset because she says he's gone like 4 or 5 days out of the week. He's gone before they wake up. And then he doesn't get home until late. So she's, you know, calling him, wanting him to meet them at the hair salon. And then, you know, like, well, maybe we can meet for lunch or whatever. So I don't know how that is going to go. You know, I mean, he's busy and she, I mean, she's enjoying the lifestyle, but I understand what she's saying that, you know, she wants her husband to be home or whatever. And I mean, they were very comfortable, it seems, even before he got the TV show Botched. So, you know, but she, like she said, she's like, it's not for a long time. It's only for 7 months. But 7 months is a very long time to be shooting a TV show and not be present with your family. A lot of resentment can build in 7 months. So just watch out for that, Terry and Heather. Okay. Hopefully, you know, that doesn't happen with you guys or whatever. But anyway, she's just, you know, and then you see like in another scene that she, I guess, is going to be a part of the TV show. She has like some kind of something growing in her hand and he's taking it out and she's like, this is the only time I get to see you or whatever. So whatever with that. Anyways, then you see Brooks and Vicky. They're talking to this like lady. She's like a, I don't know, she's introducing Brooks to some kind of like plant-based detox program. And some, you know, it's all about nature and how, your body not working too hard. And so he's not to eat meat or anything like that because, you know, they don't want the body working too hard to digest the food and things like that and whatever, because he's about to start his new round of chemo or whatever. So, I mean, I guess that, I mean, anything helps, you know what I'm saying? It never hurts to have a healthy diet. I don't think it's going to cure cancer, but it certainly can help. So good luck to Brooks and everything. But the craziest thing that the lady said was that he was going to do some kind of coffee enema. And I guess they like squirt coffee up your butt. And she said he was supposed to have to hold, he needs to hold it for like 15 minutes. Try to hold it for at least 15 minutes up in his butt before he releases it and goes to the bathroom. I'm like, ew, that's so disgusting. But I guess it's supposed to be like a boost to your system and give you like a whole bunch of energy and clear out something. I don't know. But it sounds disgusting to me. I don't want a coffee enema. I don't want an enema at all. And I definitely don't want a coffee. Will it burn? I mean, I don't know. Like, ew. Anyways, meantime, at Shannon's house, she's in her kitchen and she's cooking up food for her bongo party that she's having. And she's like, you know, if it's a smaller group, under 20 people, that she's good with, you know what I'm saying, cooking, because she, you know what I'm saying, she likes to put her love and all of that and the time into, you know what I'm saying, making a meal for her friends and family or whatever, which, gone girl, I guess, because I know one thing, if my husband was rich or if I was rich, if we were just rich in general, I would have a chef. I'm sorry. And I would not cook a meal for real. I would like, they'd be like, Tamika haven't cooked in years. No, Tamika has not cooked in years. And Tamika is not going to cook in more years. Unless it's money run out, okay? I just hate like most domestic duties. You know what I mean? Like, I like my house to be clean, but I hate cleaning it. You know, it's just, but it's something you have to do, right? You just, you know what I do? I have my like glass of wine. And then I clean the house. I'm like, I can't clean the house sober. I need like a little buzz in order to get this job done, right? Because it's just like, you have to think about it. And then you're like, oh, am I really cleaning this nasty toilet? Am I really just doing this? Am I down on my hands and knees scrubbing this hardwood floor? Like, really? Is this what I'm doing right now? A glass of wine, a couple sips, couple glasses. I always get you through a house cleaning session, okay? Y'all remember that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a sip to house cleaning. Anyway, so yeah, so Shannon is in the kitchen, she's cooking. Her husband, David, comes in and he's like, I saw that girl today, the one that you saw down by the beach. And so Shannon's face just like freezes. Well, as much as it can freeze, because it's already pretty much frozen anyway. But, you know, she just like looks and she's just like, you know, because she's saying in her interview, she's like, in her mind, all she's hearing is he saw the woman that he had the affair with. You know what I mean? But it turns out to be some other woman that I guess was an old friend or something. I don't know. But that was where she went to with her feelings and her thoughts and feelings went to or whatever. And so she's just basically was saying, you know, in the interview that she doesn't want, or actually she was saying it to one of her girlfriends, like she didn't want to tell him that that's where her mind went, because she doesn't want to continue to bring up the affair and how she's feeling about it, because she doesn't want him to be resentful and then back away from her at any point or whatever, which is understandable. Like, I don't know, like, I mean, I know like the therapist had told her, like, you can't keep beating him over the head with what he did wrong and how he made you feel so bad, because he'll run. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's only been a short amount of time with the whole thing. And just, you know, I don't know. Like, why is she sparing his feelings? I mean, really? I don't know. But at the same time, no, you shouldn't whine about it like all the time. I mean, I guess you just have to find a happy medium. And she seems to be doing okay. I mean, I don't know how, you know, we don't see every single second of her day with him or whatever, but I mean, he seems to really be dedicated to the family, so hopefully it works, you know, hopefully it works out for Shannon. Anyways, it's time for Banco, and all the ladies are showing up and they're sitting down and they're playing cards, and Megan is, you know, saying she's over Shannon trying to be the bigger person or whatever, but they ended up seeming like they had a good time. And then Vicky gets a call from Brianna. She goes and calls her from Shannon's house phone. And it turns out that Vicky's mother died. Vicky just like breaks down. She like falls to the floor. She's like crying hysterically. Like, all the ladies are in the other room playing cards and they don't know that this is going on in the other room or whatever. So Shannon gets up, you know, I guess to go refill her drink or something. I'm not sure. But she's, you know, sees Vicky, and then, you know, then slowly all the other ladies that were there find out what happened. And I mean, it was so sad. Like, I had tears coming down my eyes, because just seeing the raw emotion, just all the pain she was in, and just like, she was just like, why? I need my mother, you know, I need her here with me. She wasn't even sick. Like, she just kept saying all these things. Her mother was like about in her 80s, like 83 or something like that. And you know, she just kept saying all that, and I guess it just started reminding me of my mother, and like how much like I depend on my mother, you know, so even as a 35-year-old woman, I mean, I depend on my mother a lot still, you know. So, oh my goodness, like and then just knowing, like, you know, I've been watching the show for the last 10 seasons, so I feel a little connected to these ladies and their families a little bit, you know, and I've seen her mother on the show before. It was just sad, and I cry easily anyway. Like, I cry at Disney movies, you know. I took my daughter to see Inside Out last week, and she kept looking over at me, Mommy, are you crying? I'm like, girl, I am not crying. Turn around and watch the movie. You know what I mean? Like, really, you think Mommy just crying all the time? She did like 3 different times during the movie. I'm like, girl, if you don't leave me alone, I am not over here crying, which I did not cry during that movie. I think I cried during Home, but I didn't cry during that movie. Anyways, but yeah, so it was just such a sad and real moment on the show, you know, and Yeah, it's just, Vicky just can't catch a break. It's like every season something devastating happens in her life. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, she just cannot catch a break, and every season it's like she gets, you know what I'm saying, she gets divorced. She's devastated over her daughter leaving, going to the Air Force, and then her boyfriend gets cancer, and her like daughter is like threatening to like disown her if she doesn't. Like, it's just always something going on with this woman. Like, oh my God, I feel so bad for her. As far as her mother, though, I really feel bad. You know, I don't know how it's going to play out in the coming episodes. I mean, because it's only on episode number 5, so there's a lot more to go in this season, and hopefully we see her, you know, healing process begin. You know what I'm saying, and hopefully, you know, she handles it well as far as that, and then also handling Brooke's illness as well. So I don't know. Oh, my heart just goes out to Vicky. Anyways, that was pretty much it. You know, it goes off with that scene, and you know, in the next previews, I can't remember everything that happened, but I believe Vicky does get back to Chicago here. This is where she's from. She's from Chicago. And so yeah, I can't remember too much else that happens in the next episode. I was too busy just bawling my eyes out, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the episode. So, but yeah, well, that was it. This is a really, really short video because there's, you know, wasn't really much going on, much to talk about. Oh, I know what. Next episode, Ryan, Tamara's son, is going to his girlfriend is going to have the baby. So that's something exciting that's going to happen, something to look forward to next season. So yeah, that's it. And that is all. So until next time. Oh wait, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Please leave any comments that you have, any constructive criticism, any good news you want to leave about the video, whatever. Anything that I missed in the episode, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, and now that is it. So until next time, stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye-bye.